Hello there,
Howdy.
and welcome to the Book Coven.
Outdoor edition. Oh, yeah.
That over there is Chelsea,
That's Lillian.
and this month's theme is Gothic. First pick is the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires by Grady Hendrix.
Mouthful. Love it.
So hopefully you've been listening for a while. We are a bi-weekly book review podcast, and every 5 episodes we review a film or TV show. You can find us on all major podcast platforms.
All the plaques.
Our Instagram is at the.book.coven. There you can see all the recipes we make for everything, drink pairings, merch, stupid behind the scenes, nonsense.
Fun shit.
We got some videos coming out for the summer.
We got some boat alarm going off.
Oh, yeah. You can also look at our YouTube channel if you want to look at our lovely faces.
Well, right
not
now
just
you
listening.
get a nice cottage view.
Yes. Stunning view here. Alrighty, Southern Book Club.
Southern.
Hot synopsis coming at you. Patricia Campbell's life has never felt smaller. Her husband is a workaholic, her teenage kids have their own lives, her senile mother-in-law needs constant care, and she's always a step behind on her endless to-do list. The only thing keeping her sane is her book club. That's cute. Same. A close-knit group of Charleston women united by their love of true crime. At these meetings, they're as likely to talk about the Manson family as they are about their own families. One evening after book club, Patricia is viciously attacked by an elderly neighbor, bringing the neighbor's handsome nephew, James Harris, into her life. What a cunt. Yeah. James is well-traveled and well-read, and he makes Patricia feel things she hasn't felt in years. I'm feeling... But when children on the other side of town go missing, their deaths written off by local police, Patricia has reason to believe James Harris is more of a Bundy than a Brad Pitt. The real problem? James is a monster of a different kind, and Patricia has already invited him inside. Little by little, James will insinuate himself into Patricia's life and try to take everything she took for granted, including the book club, but she won't surrender without a fight in this blood-soaked tale of neighborly kindness gone wrong.
Ooh.
Thrilling stuff.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about the food and drink pairings here.
Yes.
We got a wine. Fresh beginnings, because at the end of this book, everyone needs a good fresh beginning.
It's true. That is
tons of shit
true.
goes bad. This is a 2017 Moscato in the Niagara region.
And it's a cute little bottle. Let's give her a taste.
Cheers.
Cheers. Ooh. Smells fruity.
That's good.
Tastes nice. Yeah.
And the most exciting thing, we got a crumble.
A peach crumble
Okay.
with some coconut ice cream.
Yep.
Because, I mean, what's the crumble with
So this
ice
is
cream?
all vegan, and it's peaches because it's the South, and
And there's a
the cover is peaches.
nice peach on
That's
the
a
book.
big scoop. Oh, God.
Oh my, that's good. Well done.
We got some nuts. We got peaches. We got some bourbon.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
Next.
good.
Oh, little kitty. Hello. Mrs. Charles.
You can't come out here, Charlie. That's our co-host this week. So, I'm sorry if you hear that. I love this book so much.
Fuck, I loved it. It was fantastic.
So much fun.
I enjoyed every moment.
Yes. I think the best part of this book for me was the friendship between all the girls.
It was because sometimes toxic though.
Oh, yeah, but like it came together, and I mean, their whole lives are toxic, to be honest. Oh, we got a party coming through.
Party boat.
They remind me a little bit of us. We're not like Southern ladies, but Though their obsession with true
The
crime
obsession,
and the
yeah.
book club.
Hilarious.
So cute. I love having the book club.
Yeah.
Everyone should have a book club.
I agree.
I got this little quote here about their friendship. Patricia realized that for 4 years, these were the women she'd seen every month. She talked to them about her marriage and her children and gotten frustrated with them and argued with them and seen all of them cry at some point. And somewhere along the line, among all the slaughtered co-eds and shocking small-town secrets and missing children and true accounts of all the cases that changed America forever, she'd learned 2 things. That we're all in this together, and if their husbands ever took out a life insurance policy on them, they were in trouble. He's really funny.
That's pretty true.
Grady Hendrix here.
Yeah, yeah.
The sass and the sarcasm is out of control. It was set in the 90s, which was also a thrilling time. Right in the middle of like the satanic panic.
But it felt like the 50s because of
the
way
men
that,
were disgusting.
And the fact that they all had to be like the perfect little housewife and do their cleaning and vacuum curtains.
They don't help at all.
I've never vacuumed a fucking curtain.
Yeah.
Who does that? Should I be vacuuming my curtains?
I don't see why.
What kind of dirt do these people have? What's happening?
It's a cute little small southern town.
It seems like
they all know
each other. Mm-hmm.
Every time there's a car they don't recognize, they call each other like, "Hey, who's driving that?" They write down the license plate.
Fuck, that'd piss me off.
But that is very helpful when Shady James comes into town.
But how often does that happen?
Apparently twice in this area.
Right. Mr. James.
Fucking James. It was also like shockingly violent. This book.
Oh yeah,
and horrible. Like he's a vampire. Spoiler alert.
But he didn't want to like. He wouldn't say he's a vampire. He's like, I'm not a vampire. I have a condition.
Okay.
What kind of fucking condition is that?
Let's look at this. Okay, so not a classic vampire. Mm-hmm. But when she first meets him, he looks desiccated, old, and dead. Yeah. And the next day, he looks fucking handsome as heck. Nothing wrong with him. Glowing skin.
Spring chicken.
He claims that he's 400 years old at one point.
He does, yeah.
Who knows? He may be older or younger. He's super attractive, like all the vampires are. He's lean. Mm-hmm. But he has this long, like, insect leg. She describes it like a cockroach leg.
Yeah, it, like, comes out of his throat.
Yeah. Fuck.
It's disgusting.
Gross. It's kind of like the vampires from The Strain, the AMC show. I don't know if you ever watched that show. Yeah, they have this thing that comes out of their mouth.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
He says he's not drinking the blood. I don't really understand. He's
using it like dialysis
to clean his blood,
like replacing his blood with the fresh blood
because he has a disease. Apparently,
I just don't see how that's.
He can go out in the sun. He won't burst into flames, but it does make him deeply uncomfortable and sick. Mm-hmm. He sweats a lot. His eyes tear up. And he's weaker in the sun.
It's a hot mess.
And he's a lot more strong than humans are.
Yeah.
So,
like a lot more
not
strong.
a classic vampire, but a vampire. All the same. Mm-hmm. And he needs to die.
Yeah.
He picked this town because, it's this small little place. It's not in the main hub of Charleston.
And
a few hours out.
If it weren't for Patricia, he was right to pick that town, right?
Yeah.
Because they all kind of want to mind their own business. Oh, he's doing good things for us. We can't rock the boat.
Yeah.
It's like...
And not to call out the South. I'm going to call out the South a little. He did this before in the past. Yeah. And he snatches kids. And then he blamed it all on a black man and had him lynched.
Oh, yeah.
And killed. And then he disappeared. Mm-hmm. And this, it is the 90s now, but the town is still racist a little.
They're kind of segregated in the fact that the upper middle class white people have their beautiful, well-kept, groomed towns.
Whoa.
And then 6 Mile is like where the poor colored folk are, and no one seems to care that their children are going missing and dying and killing themselves.
That's where he's smart. He starts off in a place where he thinks he can get away with it.
That's so sad.
And the way he infects you, so he doesn't really turn you, he infects you.
Yeah,
and
gross.
They say it's the most painful and the most pleasurable thing they've ever experienced, and they want it so bad, but when he goes away, it drives him insane. And he's doing it to kids too, so they're driven even more wild by it, and they kill themselves.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's just like, oh, that's weird.
Oh, well, bye. New kid now.
Classic Miss Mary, she called him out right away.
Yeah.
Because she was a kid when he first came to town, snatching folks.
Mm-hmm. But he had a different name. But of course, no one believes her because she's
she got dementia.
Yeah.
And she does not present her case in a great way.
No, so I don't fault anyone for not believing her. That's for sure. I certainly wouldn't. But I'd be like, where's this photograph? You got proof? Show me the proof.
Oh, fuck. These people, Patricia is the boss. I love her. She's so funny. Her family fucking sucks. Sorry, Patricia.
You know what, though? It's her husband's fault.
Yeah, so Carter he's a psychiatrist too, which pissed me off. He has no idea what he's doing. Mm-mm. He goes to work late hours, doesn't care to come home, doesn't help with anything. Yeah. He's rude to her. And when the house isn't, like, when their kids start acting up, he's like, how did you not see this? What else do you have to do all day but take care of the children?
Well, what are you doing? Oh, you're not here taking care of your children?
Yeah.
Get the fuck off my
lawn. Also he's having affairs with younger women.
Yeah. Which you find out way late.
Piece of shit. I will never forgive him for that part where she thinks, she gets her whole book club finally on the same page about James. Oh, yeah. And she's ready to tell the police with genuine evidence that something's wrong with him. And all the husbands come to town, led by Carter, like, this is bullshit. You guys are going crazy. You're making stuff up. We're investing with him. He's
You're
a good
bored
guy.
All day.
Yeah. And he calls her insane in front of everyone.
Yep.
Which drives her crazy. She almost kills herself for it, and he blames her again.
Yes,
he doesn't get his promotion.
That was when I was just like, okay, we need to kill this man because she tried to kill herself, and he immediately, when she wakes up, is telling her, why would you do that? You know your son found you like that? Are you stupid? Like, are you insane? What are you thinking? It's because of you she did that, James. And then the kids are freaking out, and it's like they would have maybe had a better reaction and not hated their mom if their dad explained that, like, you know, sometimes when people are unhappy or when blah, 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 and, like, we need to love your mother right now. Yeah. Instead of that, he, like, turned the kids against her and taught them what she did was wrong. Yeah. Now we have to shun her.
Gaslighting is a big thing in this book.
It's huge.
In so many different ways, with mental illness, with racism. That was great.
They're, like, pretending that racism isn't there.
And poor Patricia, when she gets hit with that, all her friends abandon her because, you know, their husbands make the money. They're scared of them. Someone like Grace's husband hits her.
Oh, yeah.
One of them has a drinking problem. So they abandon her. Her husband thinks she's an idiot. And her kids are going crazy.
Yeah.
So she starts to believe, like, maybe I did make this all up.
Yeah.
And
like, it was dark. Maybe I didn't see what I saw.
And, she starts blaming herself, like, sure, I felt a little stuck in this town, so I would make up something crazy like this. No, Patricia. But she's very protective. Yeah. And she's good mama bear. Even when she's at her worst, she still has that hunch about James. Yep. That something ain't right. And she sticks with it and fucks his ass up.
Yeah. Good for her.
Her kids, Corey's all right. Was it Blue? That was the son?
Blue's the,
Yeah, so Corey's all right. She's just like a typical teenager. Blue is genuinely insane and troubling.
He's, you shouldn't be that into Nazis.
Lots of red flags. He's super into Nazis. So strange. And violence and, like, autopsies and weird shit. And
it's a fun lad.
He hurts animals, too. That's a big red flag that he's going to be a fucking serial killer.
And, like, Patricia freaks out about it, but then Carter's telling her not to.
You're a psychiatrist, Carter.
I know.
That's textbook fucking.
I know. Step one.
He's very big on, like, well, I'll just give you some pills. Yeah. It'll fix it.
It'll fix everything. He's that kind of psychiatrist.
Yeah. I guess it was the 90s, so.
Well, and he was a hospital psychiatrist, right? So I think it's a little different there. They have to, because you're not a long-term therapist for these patients, right?
Yeah.
More short-term, like emergency care.
I'd like to see where he got his medical degree. Yeah. I don't trust it.
This is fake.
Her book club gals. So they start this club, which I thought was cute because they had an official book club,
and they've all said "fuck you."
The girl that was running it, she just picked these what she thought were like the hot topic books,
appropriate books.
Yeah, no one liked them. It was too serious. She made it like homework, and then I think it was Mary Ellen that started the podcast. She was like, "Hey, come to my house. Let's ditch this place."
Or Kitty.
Yeah.
Katie,
because she already had a true crime book.
Yeah, and that Patricia had made a book recommendation. She's like, that's not in the approved list.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll read it over there. Good for them.
Yeah. We got Grace. She's like the most well put together member of the club. Classic Southern Belle, I'd say. She's a bit of a hard ass, yes, but she's the one who has the abusive husband.
Yeah.
She doesn't leave him at the end of the book, which is upsetting. Brutal. I hope with Patricia changing her life and leaving Carter, she'll leave her stupid husband. She, for most of the book, does not want to believe in Patricia's claims about James, just because it would be hard to deal with that. And
well, she doesn't want... Even if she did believe, she wanted to avoid it.
Yeah.
Which, like, come on.
But, I mean, she came through at the end.
She did.
A little. Slick was cute. I like Slick. She's a complete opposite of us. She's super religious.
Super religious.
But, and she's described as kind of the nutty one. She dresses really outlandish,
she was cute.
Floral things. Yeah, but she had Patricia's back the whole book.
Yeah.
When Patricia almost died, she was the only one that visited her.
Yeah.
They do go to this. James takes over their book club, and he turns it into like.
I'm sorry, both of their little heads, the dog and the cat, were just poked over.
You're basically outside, Charlie. Relax.
Joy's just like, what's she looking at?
Like, uh-oh.
Scrap.
They kind of start shit a little in the other podcast because it's like a men's club now, and they start.
Oh yeah,
yeah. They start reading Tom Clancy,
and it was so big. Everyone's walking around
the
holding the
town.
book, but were they even reading it and talking about it?
No.
They were just like there to socialize. It became another just social gathering,
which is fine. But they only did it because they don't trust their wives.
Yeah. They didn't trust them to be alone together.
Yep. We got Mary Ellen and Kitty are in there too. I don't know how to. They're in it, but they're not in the book a lot.
Yeah, they're not huge. I liked that Kitty wasn't like the insane. She didn't care that her house was messy.
Yeah,
and she like had no problem still letting people in. She was very real.
Yeah, she had 5 kids, I think 4 or 5 kids.
Too many.
Yeah. Oh, the Kitty and Mary Ellen at the end, they're the ones that fucking deal with James. That was beautiful.
It was pretty funny.
Miss Mary, we know all about her. She has Alzheimer's or dementia.
She dies pretty early.
Dies in a brutal way.
By rats.
Gross.
Death by
what
rats.
The fuck was that?
Disgusting.
That's another thing. He can apparently control animals.
And it only happened like once, though.
Yeah.
Just the rats.
Mrs. Green is Miss Mary's caregiver.
She lives in 6 Mile.
Yeah, she knew right away that something was going on because she's the one living where all the kids are getting taken.
Yeah, exactly.
And no one's helping out her town. She thinks that Patricia will help her at first because she was there when Miss Mary got attacked. Yeah. She tried to save her. She gets pissed at them all after the husbands ruin everything because, again, it's one more person that abandons her.
Yeah.
But the whole time when Patricia comes back, she's like, I got a plan. I'm going to break into his house. She was all ready to take care of him.
I love Mrs. Green's attitude, though, about everything.
Sassy. She calls them out on all their shit. She roasted Grace in the hospital. Basically slapped her across the face. That was fucking...
It's a good woman.
Yeah.
It's a good woman. Honest woman.
The ending of this book was fan-fucking-tastic.
And yet, with all the gore, my favorite part was she asked Carter for a divorce. Yeah. That was honestly my favorite.
Yeah, because he came in and he was complaining again that James has been missing and, his money, the investments and everything.
And he didn't give a shit about anything Patricia ever said or did or blah, 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 blah. So she's like, you know what? Final straw. I want a divorce. And she didn't care that he took the house, he took the like country house. And then
But-
he was telling the kids, "Oh, you don't want to move with your mom because I've got both houses." And they're like, "No, we want to move with our mom." He was a monster.
Because he was never there for all the shit he said. He was never there for them.
Yeah.
And when James dies, well, not really dies.
Yeah, not technically.
Sorry,
They
hang on.
never tried staking him, though. Must say.
Because he's too strong.
Yeah, but once they cut up his body, they could have just found which one had his heart and just like,
That's true. Although it is a good. I thought of that when they first started to plot his
Good
demise.
torture,
Yeah,
just leave him.
leave him alive, but
Yeah.
you can't do anything about it.
That is really good torture.
Oh, I can't believe they just slowly hacked him apart
And
while he was talking to them.
they were actually holding it together pretty well.
Yeah,
I was impressed.
damn.
Very impressed. Just ripping off an arm here and a leg there.
That was beautiful. He's
Put it
the
in a
whole time.
bag.
He's like, "What are you girls gonna do? You're
Yeah,
like
yeah.
old women."
Yeah, I'm already starting to regenerate.
Yeah, and then they pull out all these hunting tools. He's like, "Wait, no."
No. You don't want to do this. I can turn you like me. You can be special.
No one wants that.
Yeah, I'd love to
Are
have to
you, like-
feed off of children.
Yeah, well,
I mean, you don't
guess
have to choose children, I guess.
He's just a fucking.
He's just, yeah.
Well, he's a rapist too, so
Oh, right.
he's not a stand-up guy. This
He's
old
terrible.
James. But he gets his. I liked when he knows that Patricia knows,
Yeah.
and the whole cat and mouse. Just
The
like,
awkward car
let's
ride.
just
and
say-
everything, too.
let's not outright say that I'm a vampire, but I'm going to toy with you. And funny. I'm glad that they didn't go a weird romance route.
Me too.
It kind of, at the beginning, she acknowledged she was hot. He was.
Yeah. But he raped her best friend.
Yep. And he thinks she'd be cool with that at the end.
I want to replace your husband, is essentially
I'll
what
be
he's
the
doing.
kids' fathers for a year.
They
I'll
like
feed
us.
off you,
Yep.
and then I'll go to your children. That's cool with you, right?
No big deal. Everything good with that?
Fucking men.
Although the book club women, what I didn't like about them is that it took Patricia so much to convince them. Like, they did not believe her. And then they
Yeah.
called her crazy later on just because their husbands told them that they were crazy.
Yeah.
Like, if you came to me and said you think, like, genuinely think
well, we're a
someone's
different
vampire,
kind of person.
I'd be all, like, immediately, stakes in my backpack.
These are
let's
women.
go.
They always have to be perfect.
I know.
And
It's true.
they didn't want people to think they were insane. They're not as paranoid as we are about
Yeah.
trusting others.
Fair enough.
We're like hardened city folk. Anytime there's a man
I'm on
behind me, I'm like, if you even fucking try to
You
chase
look at my
after
foot,
me.
I'll kill you.
Lots of it's a fun book, but there's still lots of intense themes in here.
Totally.
The racist stuff is a huge one.
Yeah.
The injustice between the two sides of town.
It's like the major underlying factor. Like, Patricia
Yeah.
had to convince everyone, your kids are in danger, right? They didn't care that the kids in 6 Mile were getting it.
Yeah.
It was
Very
like, but they're
timely.
going to come here soon. Oh, that won't happen to us.
Yep.
So it was the
Not a
major
single
underlying-
cop thought it was weird that 4 or 5 kids killed themselves.
No.
They were all 8 years
Thought
old.
like, oh, your boyfriend must be beating them or something.
Yeah.
I don't have a boyfriend. Oh, well, we don't believe you.
Yeah, yeah.
What?
Okay, thanks. Thanks, guys.
That's
And
wish
like
that
all
wasn't
the remaining
real, but it
town teenagers, they form like a little
yeah.
militia
Town
group.
watch.
when Patricia first rolls in, they're like,
Yeah.
"Hey, who the fuck are you?"
Neighborhood
Gaslighting
watch,
is
I like it.
huge.
That
Our
was-
favorite topic.
Oh my God. The whole thing.
All over the place. It's the worst thing.
She never once kicked him in the nuts.
I would have.
Just kick him in the nuts.
He probably would have driven me. I would have killed him, and then James gone to his house covered in his blood. Like, you did this, fam. It's
did
go
this.
time now.
Yeah. Show everyone, look, we have
Just
him up,
ask
and he's
your
still
fucking
moving.
maniac son how to kill people. He'll help you out.
That's the thing. When I was a little confused when she found James Harris in Corey's bedroom, and Blue was like coming asking what's wrong.
Yeah,
You've got this like strong teenage son.
but he
would love to help you.
Loves James though. James
but-
can do no wrong.
If he sees him attacking his sister, that's a different game. He loved his sister, you could tell.
That's true.
So that's it. That's end game. He thought James like was just perfect. Like, he's
Yeah.
a nice guy. He takes me in. He's helping my family. If If you saw this, like him covered in his sister's blood, that's it.
But he is a vampire and would probably snap his neck in a heartbeat. So
know.
Patricia can't
Did
get
right.
him involved.
Sorry, that was me tapping. Give me that look.
The supernatural is a big theme. I like the slightly different version of
Yeah.
a vampire. I like the ghost.
Yep.
There's
yep.
little Miss Mary
Just
ghost action.
sprinkled in
Yeah.
there. It's cute.
I can't believe that she went out and got every single vampire book available
Brilliant.
for research.
And the woman just checking her out is like, yeah, wow, you must really love vampires.
Don't worry about
Don't
it.
worry. But she was reading like vampire romance too, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Like
There could be
everything.
something useful.
Maybe.
Maybe that
Sure.
vampire had a weird fucking insect mouth too.
Maybe.
I
You
hope
never
she read
know.
The Strain.
I
That
mean,
would be
that's not
very helpful for this.
romantic.
No.
This leg comes out of your mouth.
Even he said, "You don't want to see this, Patricia. Turn away."
Let me look.
We touched on the friendship and the housewives versus the working husbands. So stupid. What do you do all day?
Classic
Infuriating.
white guy. You're just bored all day. Well, you know what? You're the one who also asked her to be a housewife.
Yeah.
Let's not forget.
She was a
That's what you
nurse.
guys want. Exactly.
She was a goddamn nurse.
Your kids are old enough that she could go back to work, but you don't want her to because, God forbid, she be self-sufficient.
I'm not roasting on housewives. If you want to
No,
stay
no.
home, husband or
But
wife,
she
go
clearly
for
didn't
it.
want to.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Don't force your spouse to, and don't question what they do at home all day
Yeah, exactly.
when you're working.
When you're not even there to see.
Yeah, it's a different kind. Like, they're not the fucking office, but managing in a household. I'm almost 30.
I mean, they're
I'm still a
vacuuming
ruckus.
curtains, and I've never
Yeah.
once done that.
Yeah. She's got 2 kids you're not helping her with.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly.
And then she's got to do your hobbies too. So,
Everybody's got things. She's
oh
got some
god, there's a
good true
spider on
crime.
me. Fuck. Sorry. Okay, I think it's gone.
Oh, that's a breeze.
Which scene in the book, was your favorite scene? Sorry, my brain just shut down.
The bathtub hacksaw.
That
fest.
was fantastic.
That was so
The most stressful scene was when Patricia is in his attic.
Yes.
And he knows,
with the bugs.
a daisy? Is that a daisy? We got a dog.
Hi, Daisy.
Dog paws. You're wet. You go for a swim?
Someone was in the water.
She's perfect.
Wagging your little-
Yeah, that was fucking intense because he kept calling for her.
Oh,
She had to bury herself in this old fucking rag that was covered in spiders.
she had a
and
cockroach
centipede.
crawling in her ear that she had to ignore. She ended up crushing it
Yeah.
in her ear, then grabbing it and pulling it out.
I would have died. He would have caught me. I couldn't stay in there.
No, exactly. God, but she knew if she got caught, she'd be dead, right? So it's like cockroach or death. Oh, I don't know. That's fucked.
That was terrifying.
That was
I also liked when she
was
first
very
sees.
stressful.
Hey, no, that's her steak.
oh my steak.
That's for vampires, Daisy.
She always takes
I love how she
No,
just
she's-
casually walked away. This is mine now.
my steak.
Sweet Daisy.
Daisy, that's for vampires. It's gone. It's fine. It's okay. We have more.
So, well, it's her responsibility now when the vampires attack.
Yeah, excellent.
She's protected.
Just put it on the table.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, when she first sees James hunched over in a van feeding off a child with that gross thing coming out of his mouth. He was dazed. She could have. I wish she brought like a machete.
Just like a
with her.
raccoon.
Yeah.
He shine a light in his eyes and he's like paralyzed.
Oh fuck. Classic question that we got to do with everything. What songs did this book remind you of?
Just because of the South, it reminded me of country music, but I don't know any country songs, so I thought of Seether's country song called Country Song.
Okay, really on the nose there.
Yeah, yeah.
I appreciate that.
That's all I got.
Because it was the '90s, Sunglasses at Night. As soon as I started reading this book, I was singing that song. Hunting Grounds by In This Moment reminded me of James and Patricia too.
Yeah, yeah. But that's like the duet, right? That's her and
Yeah.
her boyfriend singing the... the song.
But it's so spooky and dark.
It is spooky. All their songs are spooky.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Blue. So the thing in this book, there is the obvious danger of James, but then there are other small dangers, like Blue.
Like the common household stuff. I
Yeah.
guess.
Would you? I personally, I would have Blue institutionalized.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd take it that far.
He's fucking.
I would get in on it sooner as a parent. Like, you know how while he was
Yeah,
talking
maybe
about
not, like,
Nazis and stuff?
institutionalized, but
Well, his dad was ignoring him at dinner.
Yeah.
He'd be telling him stories about, like, all the Nazi experiments and stuff, and he would just be like, yep, wow, yep,
yeah.
yep, that's it. Rather than discussing it and saying, like,
He
this
heard,
is why
he
it's
heard
wrong.
a dog, though. He heard a dog.
Oh, I know. But if they started when it was earlier and they discussed why that stuff is wrong, but it's cool to learn about, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I was trying to diagnose him. Clearly, because his father, James, the psychiatrist, can't diagnose him. I think it's ADD.
Oh, my God.
Just give him some Ritalin. He'll be fine.
Maybe he just hates you so much.
I don't know. He's not... He could be a psychopath. I don't think he's a sociopath.
No,
The way he
didn't
talks
seem like
to people,
narcissistic
yeah.
or anything.
But he could have a bit of a psychopath
Yeah.
in him. He's gonna... If he starts to disassociate or something as he gets older, fucking keep an eye on that son of a bitch.
He didn't do anything that made him seem racist or anything, so I'm not sure if like the Nazi stuff made him
like the racism would
white
be horrible,
supremacist or
but then his obsession, is it just death then? And how they're killing people that you gets your rocks off?
I mean, I'm fascinated with their experiments too, but like
not like him.
no. Every waking moment was reading about Nazis.
Do you think did James bite him? Just Corey and Patricia,
No, just
right?
Corey. Yeah.
Do you think those two are going to turn? It was a little vague at the end.
So I think he put something in Slick.
He put his...
Yeah, because it was kind of immediate that she went and got
Is
sick
that
and
really
anemic.
the only way you can turn someone?
Maybe, but then how did he get turned? Because he doesn't have one of those.
Someone did it to him, man. Got it right up in the other side.
Yeah, maybe that's good enough. It's
I
like
guess
an egg, and then it just he was describing it as such, like it hatches and
Bursts
that's
inside
it.
of you.
She just like, now I'm a vampire.
I guess it's like with other normal vampires, you have to take their blood,
Yeah, so
and they
she
take your blood.
So maybe it's just any
But they're
fluid.
seeking medical treatment because like their legs hurt, they swell, and it's kind of like a disease.
Yeah, maybe it's like a mosquito bite, like how when they enter, like he's putting something in them that's giving them that like pleasurable feeling.
It killed
right?
Slick, so I would maybe be a little concerned
Yeah,
if I was Corey and Patricia.
I think they're concerned. Can't believe Corey said, "Yeah, go for it." Your daughter gave me permission. I don't believe you. I don't believe she understood the gravity of the situation, considering she is underage. It's one of those things you need the parents to sign off on.
He clearly has a little bit of control over people.
Yeah,
And she's a 17-year-old girl, so their judgment isn't always...
Yeah, she probably is in love with him. And
And she doesn't know that... Oh, no, he did tell her that he needed her blood.
yeah,
He did.
Yeah. But he told her, like, if I don't, I'll die because I've got this condition. She didn't think vampires. Why? Because her dad probably doesn't let her read
I'd
books
just be
about
like, okay,
vampires.
it's not my problem that you have this condition.
Peace.
Fucking go get a nurse, get a blood transfusion.
Get your own home dialysis
Don't
set
put
up.
this on me. I'm a kid. Which supernatural being would you want to be?
Which supernatural being?
Yeah.
They've all got, like, their issues.
Sure, but I think the positives outweigh the negatives.
I guess. I mean, I think being a vampire would be really cool because you're not alive and you don't have to, like, eat or drink. You just need
Not
blood.
this vampire, though.
No, he's not very cool. I wouldn't want to be his kind, but it, like, standard vampire.
I think my favorite vampire are the Wonderworld... not Wonderworld.
Wonder
Underworld.
Woman.
Underworld vampires.
Yeah.
But then the hybrid in those movies
Right.
are cool
That's
also.
true.
Because the werewolves in that movies, they're better than the vampires.
I wouldn't want to be a werewolf.
Yeah, but the hybrid one, you don't get full hairy.
Yeah.
monster?
I don't know, but like they're never in control at first. It's just like, oh
But
my
the
god,
ones
it's a
that
full
are
moon,
in
and here I
control
go.
are cool.
So
Vampires,
like a shapeshifter kind
Yeah.
of, like a Twilight.
vampires are. It would probably be vampire for me, or if I could be some kind of witch where I had control over
Hag.
life and death, like more than the witch we are now. There are some witches in stories that are live forever.
Mega power witch.
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
I do that shit.
True that. I think that'd be cool.
Oh God, is that? Oh no, it's an ant. You're fine. So I love that they use the true crime books to help them catch James.
Yeah, yeah. I meant to look into some of them, but I forgot.
I've read the Helter Skelter one.
You did. Okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are like your safety rules that you've learned from the true crime books and podcasts?
Oh man.
How do
Okay.
you? What's your protection plan?
So, don't trust anybody is the obvious one.
Yep.
Especially like if it's a couple in a car asking you for directions, they're still gonna kill you.
I want to stop for anyone
No, don't stop for anybody.
unless
if you're by
their
yourself.
life is clearly immortal. Even
like
then,
if you
though-
see the girl on the side of the road who's missing both her arms and walking.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah. Then I'd be like,
Unlike those guys
okay.
who thought she was a ghost and just drove off. Like you stop for her. I don't understand.
Ghost.
But like, and don't do anything by yourself. If you're
Yeah.
suspicious of something, you need to tell someone. See something, tell someone.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, don't do shit by yourself. And like
I-
when people see into a house and they're like, "Oh my god, that person's in danger. I'm gonna break in and try and help them."
Yeah.
Maybe call someone first.
Classic James move.
But like, yeah, call someone first, then maybe help if you really want to and if you think you can. Like if you
Always
have
call
the up
911.
on them.
I would be at a distance.
Yeah.
Like if I was in a car, I would stop and be like, "Hey, are you okay?"
Yeah, I don't know if 911 would be the with all this police stuff going around. We
I'd
don't
always just call
necessarily need
911
them.
because then, as bad as this might sound, my first instinct, if I see someone like on the road, like even if they're face down, I'd be like, "What if this is a trap?
Well, that's
If
the
that's
thing.
a man,
It
it's
is
a trap.
sometimes.
Someone's in the bushes."
Yeah, yeah.
That's
They do
the
that
first
with
thing I
like
go.
baby carriages too.
Yeah,
They'll
yeah.
leave it on the side of the road, and even like cop cars at night. If you're driving by yourself and they pull on their lights, you have every right to drive to a gas station, even
Yep.
if it's like 2 kilometers away, with him chasing you, just because it's safer.
Could be a fake
So-
cop, motherfucker.
Exactly. So do not pull over for the cop in the middle of nowhere. You
I
drive to that
also-
gas station.
I never listen to music when I'm walking. Never had my headphones on.
Yeah, because you got to hear what's behind you. If someone's following you, you can hear it.
I always have something in my purse that can. I mean, I don't have like a knife, but something that could
Like
hurt.
keys.
I need to get some kind of spray. But knowing me, I'd fuck it up and spray my own face.
We were just watching The Office, and the character Dwight keeps pepper spray taped under his desk. And a guy came in and was just about to punch someone, and he immediately, pepper spray! But it was so powerful, everyone around was just crying from it. It was so intense.
But he helped.
I mean, yeah, the guy didn't get punched.
I never let anyone walk behind me.
No.
Because I was sure that I was being followed once.
I think it's happened to everybody,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
So I will go out of my way to circle behind you. Even if then now maybe
Now
I'm
I'm
the
following
problem
you.
for that person.
if they saw you, I don't think they'd be that threatened.
Wow. Wow.
You can't run, Lily.
They don't know that. I can walk with some speed. Also, I never leave my window open at night.
Are you on the first floor? No.
No, I mean I'm on the second floor and I don't have a edge
Yeah.
below my window, so I know it is very improbable. But I fear someone slicing the screen when I'm asleep and crawling in. And I
Fair enough.
refuse to let my parents have any of the windows open at night on the first floor.
Oh, yeah. See, that's...
I'll lock all that
no,
shit.
No, just lock it all.
I don't care if they're like, but we're awake, we'll hear. No.
And then what?
Yeah, there's a
and then
dude
there's a
crawling in the
guy
house.
in the house, and then they kill both of you because they're small too.
I will never forget.
Your whole family's tiny, Lily.
Yeah. Not my dad. No, he's too nice. He wouldn't.
What's he gonna do?
He's a good
He's
person.
a good, yeah.
I will never
He's a
forget.
good man.
One night, someone kicked our door loudly, like
Wait, the front door?
front door. They kicked it.
So they opened the screen. And
They opened the screen,
Okay.
fucking kicked the door, made a huge sound. My dad opened it. There's no one there. And they're like, no, it's probably just teenagers fucking around. And then they left me home alone right after. So if someone was in the bushes, they just saw an entire family leave the house.
Yeah, because maybe they were testing, like, let's see if anyone's home.
I never forgave that.
God.
Get out of here. No, it's a nice bee.
Yeah.
I trust that bee. This is a sort of a, I don't know. Can you guess the character's zodiac signs? What would you say?
Okay, so I was just reading this thing about, like, serial killers and how most of them are, like, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces.
As a Sagittarius,
I'm a Pisces.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we're both serial killers, obviously. I mean, they're usually men, so. But James is probably one of those.
I have James as, actually, I put him as a Leo.
Oh, interesting.
He seems a little Leo-ish. I have Slick as a Pisces.
Yeah, totally.
Grace is Taurus.
Yep. Or a Capricorn.
Patricia, I put Cancer. And
Yeah.
Miss Green, Scorpio. And Carter, I put Capricorn.
Yeah, no, that's true. Carter is.
Hella Capricorn. The bad Capricorn.
Sorry, Capricorns.
Not all Capricorns are like James
No.
or Carter, but...
Not all are.
Get out, Aunt, excuse me. All in all, love this book.
Oh, I loved it. It was so good.
It makes me really want to read my best friend's Exorcism that he wrote.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He also wrote Horror Store, which I think you should read. It's fucking hilarious. And it's a haunted IKEA.
No way.
And it's
The
been
shelves are building themselves.
they're making a TV show about it.
Oh, cool.
On Prime.
Okay. I do want to read my best friend's Exorcism. That one sounds.
He seems like a really hilarious dude.
Well, did you see his picture at the back of the book? Too?
Yeah.
He looks like a mad scientist or something.
And I went on his website, and I will read the bio that he wrote.
Okay, great.
It's not the whole... It's so long, his bio. I recommend everyone go and read it. Gary Hendrix writes fiction, also called lies, and he writes nonfiction, which people sometimes accidentally pay him for. He's the author of Horror Store, the only novel about a haunted Scandinavian furniture store you'll ever read. NPR selected it as one of the best books of 2014, and it's been translated into 14 languages and is being turned into a TV show by Gail Berman, Charlie Hoffman, and Josh Schwartz. I know Josh Schwartz. They have never met Grady, but that's their loss. His latest novel is We Sold Our Souls, a heavy metal take on the Faust legend, which hit bookstores in 2018 and got selected as one of the best books of 2018 by the Library Journal, the Chicago Public Library, and his mom. Nice. It's also one of the Locus's recommended novels of 2018 and earned him an article in the Los Angeles Review of Books that makes him sound like some kind of smart person or something. He's not.
It says he's not?
Yeah.
Rude.
He is very, very beautiful, but if you ever meet him, please don't let this make you uncomfortable. He does not judge. He's so fun. He seems like a dope dude.
Yeah. We gotta go
I want
to a
to
book
meet you,
signing
Grady,
or something when he's on a book tour.
Yeah, and he's doing a lot now, like virtual book tours and stuff on his website. Lots of events. He has a list of local bookstores that you can support, order stuff, and
that's nice.
All his upcoming books.
That's wicked.
Stand-up dude.
Sounds
excellent
super
pick
fun
for our gothic theme.
Yeah, that was great. Loved it. Nailed it. Yeah.
I hope they make this a movie.
Oh, that would be fantastic. That would be absolutely fantastic.
Damn, I want more crumble.
It's fucking good. And there's lots of it, so definitely get more. I think that was coffee ice cream.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so next Gothic is Mexican Gothic, which comes out June 30th by Sylvia Moreno Garcia. And here's the synopsis. An isolated mansion, a chillingly charismatic aristocrat, and a brave socialite drawn to expose their treacherous secrets. Okay, I don't know how to say her name. Noemi? Noemi? Taboda?
Seems okay.
I'm going to say Noemi Taboda.
Yep.
for now, heads to High Place, a distant house in the Mexican countryside. She's not sure what she will find. Her cousin's husband, a handsome Englishman, is a stranger, and Noemi knows little about the region. Noemi is also an unlikely rescuer. She's a glamorous debutante, and her chic gowns and perfect red lipstick are more suited for cocktail parties than amateur sleuthing. But she's also tough and smart with an indomitable will, and she is not afraid. Not of her cousin's new husband, who is both menacing and alluring. Not of his father, the ancient patriarch, who seems to be fascinated by Noemi. And not even of the house itself, which begins to invade Noemi's dreams and visions of blood and doom. With visions of blood and doom. That sounds wonderful.
Good
Her
house.
only ally in this inhospitable abode is the family's youngest son. Shy and gentle, he seems to want to help Noemi, but might also be hiding dark knowledge of his family's past, for there are many secrets behind the walls of High Place. The family's once colossal wealth and faded mining empire kept them from prying eyes, but as Noemi digs deeper, she unearths stories of violence and madness. And Noemi, mesmerized by the terrifying yet seductive world of High Place, may soon find it impossible to ever leave this enigmatic house behind.
Spicy.
So it takes place in glamorous 1950s Mexico.
Ooh.
And I skipped the first sentence of the thing
Great.
by accident. After receiving a frantic letter from a newlywed cousin begging for someone to save her from a mysterious doom. That was it.
That really, thank God for that, because the rest of the synopsis didn't make sense about that. Do you mind, Bird? Good God.
He's got stuff to say about these books.
He's read the Southern Book Club.
And he's like, wait, I like it. Let me tell you all about it.
It should be good. Comes out. We gotta wait for that one.
June
Soon.
30th. So it'll be...
Will there be churros on the day?
Yeah. How do I make vegan churros? I don't
We'll
know.
figure it out.
We're gonna try.
Yeah.
I've never deep fried. Well, I've deep fried like one thing, and it was horrible.
Oh boy.
So
I have faith that
here
you'll
we
nail
go.
it this time.
Let's hope.
Awesome.
I'm excited. I
Alrighty.
haven't had a churro in a fucking
Ooh,
hot
Lone
minute.
Star actually has pretty good churros.
Beef churros.
Yeah.
Why?
New on their menu for dessert.
Well, that's
And you
nice.
get a chocolate sauce.
I
and a
normally
caramel
am not
sauce.
like into churros necessarily. Rather have a good vegan donut.
Yeah. Is there
Wait.
something on me?
It's not a bird, it's a chipmunk
Oh.
making that little squeak. I see you. Yeah, you see that?
Oh man. I didn't know they made that sound. Hello.
I've heard a squirrel like barking at me.
Huh.
Went outside with Chloe and it just started like, "Arr!" and it was staring at us from up in a tree. Like, you're safe. she's down here.
Oh no, where did he go? Goodbye, my friend.
Goodbye, my
I love all the little animals out here.
I know. It's the woodlands.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to also have on our YouTube something called Tastes of Summer. We're going to talk about some lovely books coming out this year by people of color and reviewing a butt ton of drinks.
Oh yeah. Some snacks.
So that's pretty
Some
exciting.
summery drinks. It's gonna be great. Oh, he's back.
Summary.
Hello, my friend.
Chippy. I name you Chippy and you shall be mine.
Yeah, you. Love you.
All right.
Alrighty.
Mexican Gothic.
Yeah.
Get reading because it'll be out by now.
That one over there is Chelsea.
And that's Lillian.
Half a day.
Stay
It's up
excellent.
to you how it turns out. Just have
You
it.
choose. Just
Yeah.
have it. Bye.
Bye.